shaky. Hello everyone, welcome back to another video. So before I get into this haul, I'm actually going to I'm not going to talk to you too much about this blazer because it's not part of this haul, and I filmed this last week, but it's actually not gone out yet. So this is a new blazer. I got it in, no, I'm not going to talk about it, but I basically did a vlog, and I'm changing up the way I do hauls because I love to do my hauls like this so you know exactly what you're getting. But I did a styling kind of vlog showing you some new in bits that I bought for the house, how I'm styling the home, and at the end of it I decided to do a big haul at the end. So hopefully you like how different the content is, but basically that blazer is in that video, so I will link it below so that you can see it, but you'll have to wait to talk about the details in the next vlog because I've already done that and it's about this. So if you watch my Vanguard haul last year and the one, I don't know, a couple of months ago, you will hopefully enjoy this haul. So for those that didn't see that or you need a reminder, my Vanguard haul, which I've done for 2 years in a row now, is about up and coming designers, or maybe designers that have been around for a few years but they're not quite at the forefront when they should be. So this video is like that. I'm going to introduce you some new designers, some designers that you probably haven't heard of. I'm going to tell you all about them. I'm going to show you my favourite picks, but it's also so important, imperative, that if you're studying fashion, you're at uni, you're thinking of going to college or uni, this is so useful for you because you have to know about all aspects of fashion, especially when it comes to designers, especially when it comes to up and coming people and what holds for the future. You're going to need to know all this. When I had my university interview for my degree, and again 4 years later when I had my job for Harrods, both times I did a fashion awareness kind of exam, both times, and they asked me in both exams who my favourite designer was. I think I got asked 1 at Harrods and 3 when I went to university, and I went out of my way I picked a renowned person. Like if your favourite designer is John Galliano for Dior, then that's fine, as long as you give valid reasons and unique perspective why you love John Galliano at Dior, that's fine. But always try and make sure they know that you know what you're talking about. You don't just look at the trend and the obvious famous designers. You're aware of everything and you know what's up and coming. It's very important. I can't remember who I picked. I know that I picked one that was renowned but not a trendy designer, Izumi, and they loved that because Izumi was not a big trend at the time. So this should help you. Also, if you're a stylist and maybe you're not studying and going to uni, you're a stylist, you should know all about this because you'll have all different clients and you need to dress music videos clients in the newest and most up and coming trends and designers. And then lastly, if you're just someone that likes to have a mooch around the fashion industry, you like to wear things that are new and unique, this is the kind of video, okay, that wasn't too long. This is what this video is all about. So it's not just showing you, look at all these new clothes. Quick disclaimer, because I do like to get these disclaimers out so you know exactly what you're getting. Like Vanguard and like in the description box, you'll see everything. These pieces will always be on loan. They are, my whole ethos of styling is cost per wear. Restyling. I just filmed a haul about trying to bring your summer wardrobe into winter so we can use it all year round, and how you can, you know, winter up summery bits. I'm all about re-wearing as much as possible, having items in your closet for 10 years, whereas this is the one-off time, apart from if it's like an evening gown or something. I don't tend to do loans because it kind of defeats that object, but this is different when I'm showing you, showcasing you a brand. So I am going to style them so you can see as much as possible, and I am going to photograph a couple of these outfits on my Instagram, so please head over to my Instagram to see what you think of how I styled it actually wearing them in the street. So yeah, just to get that disclaimer out of the way. So the whole theme behind this haul is like Vanguard, but this is more concentrating on South Korean brands and in particular Seoul. So yeah, we're going to basically dive in to all the brands that you should know about from, it's called the Korean Collective, so it has more of a niche storyline, this one. So we're going to first talk about a brand that we already spoke about in Vanguard. It's the Le 17 Septembre, spelled the French way, but as we've established, it's not French. So I actually become a huge fan of this brand, and the products were loans, but I fell in love with some of the pieces from this brand that I actually bought it, so that could happen here as well. So I'm not going to go too much into this brand because I literally spent 10-15 minutes talking about it before, so you've already known all about it. If you didn't, then I will link that below for you to catch up on. But this brand is all about minimal, classic, good fabrics, low margins for retail price, and this was one of my favourite pieces. So I picked everything that's here to pick out my favourite pieces, and you all know I love knitwear, and you all know that I love a good knitted skirt. I love wearing them with cute shoes, high knee-high boots, low-cut cowboy boots, and I love a two-piece that you can just mix and match. The colours and the neckline and the shape, even though they're classic simple pieces, it's all about the shape and the fabric, which is something I'm a huge fan of. And everything that she does is so flattering. The pattern cutting, the silhouette, everything is just spot on. And like the feel of this, the colour of this, like a beigey biscuit tone, this is probably my favourite. Oh, I don't know, it's quite tough, but this is just such a me piece, and I just can look at this and think of so many ways to style it. It even looks really great with these kind of tones, and I can imagine so many different ways with a big chunky knit, a tailored coat, a leather jacket. Such a strong piece, and they're not novelty brands at all. They are genuinely amazing brands that you should know about, so I'm really excited about this. The last piece from Le 17 September is this coat. Again, everything about it's so classic but with a slight twist. I love everything about it. It's so heavy as well, just from the details to the tortoiseshell buttons. This rope, belts are always so much more flattering when they're slim or thin, so that's going to be very flattering on. And this is just such a chic piece that will just go with everything. You can't really go wrong with this brand. I'm a huge fan, and I really wanted to include it because I didn't have to double up the brand and include it again, but I really wanted to. Just with a simple jeans and a t-shirt, and also everything from the collection from this brand goes together, and they want to work on minimal pieces so that you kind of see something and it's not going to be available for everyone, which I really like. It just makes it a little bit more niche, a little bit more special. So I had to include that brand again, and include these amazing pieces. They look so great on, and it's just so easy because it's just instant chicness, and the price is really not that bad. The second brand we're going to talk about is Push Button. So Push Button, I'm going to tell you just a little bit of a summary, but I really recommend that you read more into this, the designer. He's so interesting. He's literally been everything: a singer, Korean pop star, influencer, stylist, model. So he has so much inspiration. He fully understands every aspect of what it takes to create something. He's an artist, and I just love so much about it. But I think that my most thing that I love about it is that everything is quite unisex. So I mean, that's something he says himself, that fashion doesn't have a gender, which is really very relevant to everything that we talk about in the world at the moment. So I think it's such a great brand to talk about, and he's just got such an interesting background that I was so excited to see the collection. So everything, as you can see, it can, I mean, you really can, like, this is quite a masculine red. I'm not really into masculine and feminine terms because I love, you all know that I love to mix that up, but the deepness of the red, a male would feel comfortable in this, and I can really see that in the pieces. And I loved this. I loved how it was a bit of colour but still really classic. Just imagine that literally just with jeans and a t-shirt. Should have put this all in order, shouldn't I? So here's another one from Push Button. So this is literally your classic Claire outfit, double denim, a little bit oversized, a little bit acid wash. And the best thing that I liked about this was that it had a dropped hem at the back, with the back being longer, and then it's like denim at the front, checkered at the back. I really liked that, and I just love the whole, like, you can just totally see that this is just like mixed unisex kind of brand. And I love the double denim together, and I just thought that was just, it's just so well done. Like, we've seen that before, denim mixed with fabric, but I just loved everything about it. Just the shape, the colour of the wash of the denim. Let me show you the jeans. And these are all things that I would definitely wear. There was so much to choose from. And I've just picked everything that I would wear. And these jeans fit so nice. Got a detail here. Quite 80s. He actually, one of the things that we both have in common is that he loves and takes great inspiration from, oh look, how cool is that? He loves some inspiration from 80s and 90s, which is my favourite era. I mean, I love aspects from like the 20s and the whole beading and pearl thing, of course, but I just grew up in 80s and 90s, so, and all my favourite musicians and artists are all from 80s and 90s, so I think that's why I really like the brand, because like how 90s is that? It's so 90s, and I think that's why I like it. The last brand that we're going to talk about is Anderson Bell. I'm just reading the leather logo there to see if it was real leather. So this is so me. It looks very vintage. I love oversized leather jackets. I don't even have to explain why I love this. You know I love a leather jacket. I love oversized jackets. It looks so cool on, and it's got that whole boxy feel just with a tight pair of jeans, and I just love how boxy cropped jackets are quite flattering on the lower part of the body. Love all the pockets. So Anderson Bell is for the kind of woman that, which is me, that likes to wear a basic outfit and then bring it to life with one of the coats or jackets, and you rely on your jacket to kind of bring it to life and rely on that one piece to bring it to life, which is exactly how I wear my outfits. I wear classic jeans and a t-shirt, classic leather trousers and a grey jumper, and I'm all about that one piece that can bring it to life and then restyle that piece over and over again. So we have that in common, which a lot of people do. So if you like statement pieces but that are classic with a twist, then you're going to like this brand. That's the jacket. I love leather two pieces. I don't want to give it away too much, but you'll definitely see that in the other haul that's coming, probably the next video or the video after. It's all ready to go. I love these copper details as well. So again, this is matching pants to this leather jacket, and I just love how unique this silhouette is. It's a straight leg, but it's got a slight boot cut because it has the zip here, the copper zip, and I'm a real fan of a zip on a trouser. I included that again in my Vanguard haul, just because you can change the style. Like, these are so cool with, you know, I love Manolos and I love an embellished shoe. You could cover it up and then just have a bit of it shown there, which I love, or then you can have a bit more tapered fit all the way down. So I'm a huge fan of this silhouette. Can't wait to try these on. I haven't tried them on. So that's two things I haven't tried on. Oh, so they're the three brands that I wanted to introduce you to. I didn't want to overwhelm you too much. So it's Push Button, the 17th September, and Anderson Bell. They are all brands from Korea. It's called Korean Collective. This is something that Net-a-Porter support. They love to support up-and-coming designers. They want us to know what to look out for, us to see a fresh eye, and as I said before in Vanguard, sorry if I'm repeating myself, that you are being given something that is, like me too, I've also been given something that is being researched and collected together from some of the best buyers literally in the UK, across Europe even. So we should all take advantage of that, and there's more information on the website. You can obviously, I'll leave each brand below in the description box, and you can have a look at all of the collection. There were so many beautiful dresses and there was so much, but I couldn't pick everything, so I've only literally picked 1% of what's to offer. And this is very me vibes, and there's lots of other really cool things and lots of girly things and lots of dresses, so I definitely recommend checking it out. Oh, we forgot this, didn't we? This reminded me of the Peter, sorry, I just saw that at the corner of my eye. This reminded me of the Peter Do shirt that I picked last year for Vanguard, and if you haven't seen that one from last year, Peter Do has become a real certified brand that most people recognize now. It's such a beautiful brand. Sometimes there's like a brown blazer at the moment. Oh, it's so beautiful, and it has, and the shearling coat, which I've already spoken about. But both things I saw and I was like, wow, that's amazing, what's that? And it's Peter Do, I'm not sure how you pronounce the surname. and I'm quite proud to be like, oh, I know all about that like 18 months ago. So hopefully you can do the same next year when everybody's talking about these brands. You'll be like, yep, I already had that shirt, yep, I know all about that brand. So hopefully you find it useful and you're as passionate as me about up and coming designers. So yeah, that reminded me of this shirt, and it was very flattering, the off-white, the off-cream. I love this kind of elongated, oversized collar with the stitching on show. Very fitted. It's such a beautiful shirt, beautiful fabric, and I literally would just wear that with the most simple, as a simple outfit, but every detail is amazing. It's not just your average shirt, is it? And that would look really great with the trousers. So yeah, those are the 3 brands. I really hope you found this interesting. Don't forget to click the links below if you'd like to see more of the 3 brands, and don't forget to head over to my Instagram because I've got a little something on Insta stories, and if you miss the Insta stories, there's going to be pictures of me wearing a couple of these outfits. So I hope you enjoyed this video. Don't forget to check out the other 2 Vanguard videos, and if you do like videos like this, I'd love to do more of them for you. I've teamed up with Net-a-Porter for this video, but I'd love to do other things like this, other videos like this. When I very first started blogging 7-8 years ago, I used to do this back then. I did a whole project on up and coming high street designers, and I remember it was self-portrait and 3 floor, and I've always been interested in just finding the pieces that have just come out, the pieces that not everyone is talking about. It's like a huge hobby and passion of mine, so I'd love to do more like this. Maybe it could be with bags or shoes. I'd love to know if you want to know more of this, so I make sure I'm putting out content that you enjoy. But anyway, I'd love it if you would subscribe, and also check out my Instagram, follow me on Instagram. I hate saying this, but I would love it if you went and saw me on Instagram. So thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next video, which is going to be this Net-a-Porter haul for these kind of outfits. I've got my home haul, my home styling vlog. I've got a Chanel reveal. What else have we got? I've got a winter whites and a winter haul. So lots of stuff. I've been filming lots and lots, so I'll catch you in those next videos. Okay, bye.